Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Donella here. If you happen to be here for the very first time, yes, I know I haven't had an upload in probably like maybe 2-3 weeks, and it's really because, well, first of all, I recorded this video 2 weeks ago, but I had to record it again this today because apparently the first tutorial I did on this look, I had some audio problems and I couldn't really figure out what was really going on. I'm not really a tech savvy type of person, so I had somebody that actually came and helped me out. And you know, as my African friend was telling me, you have to learn to do the audio test before you start recording. So I will start to do the audio test before I start recording. All right, so you know, people do those sound checks whenever they have like concerts and stuff like that. That is crucial. So I was like, why did that not occur to me? You need to learn how to do audio tests before you start blabbering. So I recorded this before and I sat in front of this camera for like 2 hours talking away. By the way, little did I know there was absolutely no audio, none whatsoever. So I had so much going on with me and I didn't really have the time to sit down and record it again until today, because I felt like I didn't want to have too much of a gap going on my channel. Y'all know I just started in January and I'm really trying to, you know, build up and have a big viewership. But things happen and I do have a lot going on with me right now. I actually just started my new job, and y'all know I have my workshop coming up real soon. And last week I had a case of food poisoning. Let me just tell y'all, that had me in a complete state of hysteria, because everybody who knows me know that whenever something happens to me, I always tend to think the worst. When I actually Googled like food poisoning and the symptoms and what could possibly happen to you, I was like, what? Oh my God, like I fell into a complete state of hysteria. So I was home and I was panicking and I was freaking out. But then I said to myself, self, before you stay here and completely freak yourself out, let's go to the medical experts and let them tell you what's wrong with you and let them treat it. So I eventually ended up going to the hospital and getting my shot on whatever else. But I do know this, I will not be eating from that restaurant again, the restaurant that I actually got the food poisoning from. And I'm actually not going to be eating out anytime soon. Because first of all, as a matter of fact, I actually said to myself, you know what, the Lord was probably on my side. He probably gave me gas because I didn't actually get to consume the entire plate of food. So I would probably say maybe like a half, or maybe a quarter, a fifth, a sixth. I don't know fractions were never my friend, but one of them. So but I didn't actually get to eat the entire plate of food. So I'm just saying, you know, the Lord was probably on my side, because if I actually consumed the entire plate of food, I think my food poisoning would have probably been a far worse, more case than what I actually experienced. I had the cramping of the belly, I had the diarrhea, I had the nauseating feeling. But anyway, eventually when I got my shot and I got the medication, you know, that feeling of fatigue and nausea actually went away. So I'm thankful that I didn't actually sit here in my room and just completely just sat there and just thought the worst, which actually I did. But you know, a friend of mine actually convinced me to go to the hospital. So shout out to you, you know exactly who you are. And I don't really want to ramble on too much. We are here for makeup. This is What to Do Wednesday. If I forgot to mention it, yes, welcome to another edition of What to Do Wednesday, and we are here to talk about makeup. This was actually a requested look. Now I wanted to fast forward to this request because I felt like it actually fell in line with this time of year. Well, for those of you who have the 4 seasons of the year, down here in the Caribbean, we not got the 4 seasons of the year. We have sun, shine, and rain. That's all we have. We have hot days, hotter days, and rainy days. If y'all want to call those seasons of the year, by all means be my guest. But that's what we have down here. So I kind of felt like the look that was requested kind of fell in line with this time of year. So I fast forward and actually picked out this request, and I created it, and she wanted it to be beginner friendly. So I tried as much as possible to make it as simple as possible. So hopefully you enjoy this tutorial, and hopefully whenever you recreate it, it's something that you can actually feel comfortable wearing. So without further rambling, because I think that was a very long intro, let's just head straight into this week's edition of What to Do Wednesday. Okay, so I'm not really sure what type of eye look I want to create. I do know I want to use this Baked Browns eyeshadow palette from, what is this from? Dose of Colors. And I actually want to use this burnt orange color right here in my crease area as my transitioning color. And I want to use a few colors from my Morphe 35P palette as well. Probably try to implement some of these like raspberries and gold colors. I don't know. Let's just wing it. Let's just that. This tutorial is more so focused on the eyes and on the lips. As you guys can tell, I already have on my foundation, my contour, my highlight, and my eyebrows are already in place. So I'm going to start off by using the burnt orange color in my crease area. I'm going to use that as my transitioning color. I actually already started packing on a bit of it, and I didn't realize that the record button had stopped. Sometimes she does that to me. I don't know why she does that, but apparently she gets a little bit unruly at times, so I have to check her every now and then to make sure that she's still recording. Anyway, this color is actually called Cherrywood. I just had to pause here for a minute because I had a very dirty thought that came to mind. So before I get flagged by YouTube, let me just... Before I actually start packing that cranberry color from my Morphe palette on my lid area, I actually applied a bit more concealer on my eyes because I feel like I need something to kind of like grab on or hold on to these eyeshadows because they are really pigmented and sometimes they can be a bit messy. And I find whenever I apply a bit more concealer on my eyes, because I don't really use primers that much anymore, I prefer to just apply one of my MAC Pro Longwear concealers, and that they usually do the trick for me. So I'm just going to pack this on over the area where I applied the concealer. Actually like this color. This is so she decided to stop recording, and I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe it's a setting. I'll have to check it out afterwards, but for now, let's just continue. At least she came back on. So I'm just going to apply the same raspberry color to my next eye, and I'm not really going to be applying that many colors to my lid because I think I want it to be more so of a like a cranberry eye. Maybe I might pop a bit of gold in my inner teared up area. That's what it's called, right? Inner teared up area, yeah. But for now, I think I just want to focus on just using a cranberry color on my lid and just try to make it look popping. Okay, I'm not really sure what happened just now, but apparently she stopped recording again. I don't know if it's a setting or something. I have to check it out when I'm done. But as you guys can see, I've already applied the raspberry color to both of my eyes. And I think I'm just going to leave my lids with just one color, or maybe possibly pop some gold in the inner tear duct. I'm not really sure, possibly, but for now I'm just going to focus a bit of that same raspberry color. Or actually I'm going to start off with the burnt orange from my Baked Brown palette and just use a small fluffy brush and just go beneath it by just swiping it below. I don't really want it to be packed on too heavy. That's why I'm using this blending brush, because you know blending brushes don't really pack on too much eyeshadow at once. You actually have to build it up. So I'm just going to pack a little bit below my lids. Please don't stop recording. Please don't stop recording. And then I'm just going to figure out what else I'm going to be doing with the rest of my eye. Okay, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take that same small, or this same small blending brush. I'm just going to blend out some of those harsh lines that I see right there. Just try to focus, and I always try to focus right here on the outer area of my eye because I kind of feel like I neglect that area often whenever I'm applying eyeshadow, and I kind of want it to look, you know, I just want it to fall almost like a V. So I'm focusing just a bit more of my attention to that area. Okay, so next I'm going to take one of these gold colors and just pop it in the inner tear duct area of my eyes. And I'm looking at this yellow gold color that falls directly below the cranberry color that I applied to my eyes, and they kind of look like they have the same consistency, like they kind of have that buttery feeling and look. So I'm going to try that, and this brush is actually the brush that came in in the Dose of Color Baked Browns eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use it because I actually like that it has this pointed thing going on right here, pointed edge. So I'm going to focus right here, and I'm going to pop that gold right in there. Ooh, she is cute. Okay, so I already went ahead and applied some liner off shadow. Okay, so next I'm going to apply some falsies, and I try to look for the most natural looking lash that I own, and I found these demi wispies that I have from Kiss. I think I wore them probably once and I threw them back in the back of my drawer because they're not something that I would reach for. You know, I like to have dramatic lashes on whenever I'm going out and stuff like that, but for this look, I don't really want the lashes to overpower the eyeshadow too much, so I'm going to be applying these little babies right here. Oh my god, I think I went about 3 times extra just now because I used like 3 different highlights on my cheeks just now. Why? I do not have an answer to that question. I just know I just felt like being extra times 3 in a minute. So what happened just now? I think the camera might have went off, but just in case she did, as I was saying, I'm using my black up pencil. I line my lip with that first, and I'm going to be using my one of MAC's liquid lipsticks, and I'm going for a dark lip because I think it's going to fall in line with the entire look that I'm creating right now. And this shade is actually called High Drama. And I'm just going to, ooh, can't talk and put on liquid lipstick. Yikes. I'll fix that. I'll fix that. To do next, I'm going to take this lip pencil, I should say, I'm sorry, from ColourPop. I think this is either Zipper or Taurus. I can't really remember. No, not Taurus. Is either Zipper or Leather. I'm not really sure because y'all know how ColourPop be. It's a white pencil and the name is written in silver, and she be gone even before you could even use it. So I'm just going to focus this lip color in the inner corners of my lips, just to define my lips a bit more. It actually makes the High Drama look a little bit more purpley versus the rich plummy cranberry color that you were seeing before, but I actually kind of like it. So yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this tutorial. If you happen to have enjoyed this, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out. And if you have any requests for my What to Do Wednesday series, please also be sure to leave me a comment down in the comment section. Now, while you're down there leaving me a comment and clicking the thumbs up, please also be sure to click the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to my channel. And while you're down there also, I have a lot of requests today. Please also be sure to click the bell button. Now, the bell button is going to notify you whenever I have any new uploads or any future uploads, so you don't have to be wondering, I wonder if Donella has anything new on her channel. Once you click that bell button, every time I upload a new video, you're going to be notified. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until my next edition of What to Do Wednesday, I'll talk to you guys soon, possibly sooner than when I said the last time I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.